Thank you for taking the time to click on Lore. We hope you enjoy the show. Don't forget to like and subscribe here and follow us on Twitch at www.twitch.tv/SlipperySteve. Hey, what is up? Welcome back to Lore. It is I, Chris Ferguson. Trying to pick up the energy here because I feel like I was falling asleep on the mic there. Hey, welcome to the channel and to our campaign, A New Horizon, with my awesome players. I'll start with Jody, Tony, and Roxanne, and Justin. Too many N's. And myself, the humbled and confused DM. Here to continue our campaign in the Forgotten Realms, where a lot of shenanigans and chaos has consumed, fuck it, whatever. Shit happens. Shit happens.
Will be consumed.
Yeah,
Okay.
things will be consumed. Thank you, Jody. So, without further ado, I will Jesus Christ. Let's get to the cast and players. So, Jody, tell us who you are and who you play.
Hi, I play Thera Terradane. She is an Earth Genasi fighter, and I'm having a lot of fun with her.
And Sir Tony.
I am Eradoin Greenfold, the Slayer of Betrayers.
Oh, he's got a new rhyme every week. I like it.
That?
Yeah.
You like that?
Last week it was the Awesomer Asimir,
Mm-hmm.
which kind of reminds me of like a really bad poop, like Asimir. Anyway, sorry. And
A little better.
Yeah, just a little bit.
Just upgrading every week.
Yeah.
See, there's that noise. Okay.
Chris would be racist. I would appreciate it.
I'm gonna mute the alerts. Hey, Darkness Imp 21, thank you for the subscribe. Thank you. Going
you
forward.
figured it out.
Well, no, because I forgot I wasn't sharing audio, which
Oh, okay.
I need to do now.
That's actually kind of good then.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was like, damn, no music this week, eh?
Yeah.
Nope, completely forgot.
Okay.
But yeah, no, that was super loud in my ear. But thank you, we appreciate it. And going forward, though, I'm muting it because, yeah, I'll still see it in chat. So anyway, Roxanne.
Hi, I'm Roxanne, and I play Adrian James John Arrington. It's a human bard.
Just waiting for the accent to kick in. And lo and behold, Justin.
I'm Justin. I'm playing Halamir. I'll give myself a funny name, the Cooker of Goblins. And I'm a half-elf wizard who once again might be a pyromaniac. Jury is still out.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah,
the jury is.
The jury has decided.
No, yeah.
It's already decided.
They came back, man. They were like, guilty as charged.
That's done.
They're out for 4
Not
minutes.
sure whether that would be under personality traits or flaws.
I don't know. I think that's just a skill.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's a
Maybe little
feat.
of both.
It's
Yeah.
a feature.
It's a feat.
Feature.
How
Is he a software program now?
Feature, not a bug.
Yeah. So, without further ado, let's jump to the campaign little intro we got for you guys to enjoy here for about 50 seconds, and then we'll be right back.
Unlike most stories you've heard or seen before, this is a story that begins with an unexpected twist. 3 unsuspecting individuals living the normal day-to-day lives, each encountered with a strange accented man stepping from a mysterious vocal booth that randomly appeared from nowhere. And before our victims of random adventure could comprehend what was going on, they were whisked away in the mysterious man's mysterious machine. Welcome, adventurers, to the Forgotten Realms, to a world where adventure awaits, mystery is abundant, and danger lurks. What will become of these few? What shenanigans will ensue? Find out in A New Horizon.
Remember to unmute my mic this time. Hey, so I got a cat crawling on my desk. Oh, jeez. All right. So this is professional streaming, everybody.
Woohoo!
Welcome to Twitch. So, let me queue up everything of all the shenanigans here. Let me do that, and you guys can hear that?
Yeah.
Creepy noises. All right, what else am I forgetting? The map, so the viewers can see it. So there you go. You have yourself the Cragmaw Cave. I think that's what it's called. It's a cave. Yep, it's a Cragmaw Cave. It's a Cragmaw hideout. So where we left off, our adventurers, they had already met Thera. Thera is the newest companion, and they explored the caves. Last episode. Okay, so they had kind of rescued to get whatever the hell his name is.
Sildar.
Right. You know what? Going forward, I think I'm just gonna have one of you guys do the recaps just to see who's taking notes. And
So we found like 1,000,000 gold piece, and
yeah. Wait, that doesn't sound right.
I like your story.
Yeah. We beat D&D. God damn it. We'll see you, folks.
You win life.
Man, I need to stop saying I watched last week, and I just remember skipping through, fast forward, and like every time I stopped to see what was going on, I just heard I was like, ugh. So our party made their way through the majority of the cave where Radowin decided to investigate the chimney, which led to I'm trying not to say the boss, Klarg himself. Yes, and it's just gonna happen. I'm just gonna let it happen. There, he tried to parlay by himself, which went south immediately, and chaos and combat ensued, where the rest of the gang, I think you guys just kind of were like, Thera, you heard this through the chimney and alerted the team, and then you guys decided to make your way around the other way.
We ran.
Yep. And
we hauled ass.
Yes.
Halamir, the goblin burner, just toasted 2 out of 3 of the goblins guarding the final lair, and then they were able to catch up to combat being ensued, where they found Radowin down and out. Lo and behold, with some really nice rolls, Adrian was able to pick him up and revive Radowin. The boss was killed, the wolf was killed, and unfortunately, so was Nosy. And with that, I'm going to shut the hell up right after I say, Radowin, the scene opens up with your foot in Nosy's skull. Oh, wait. Here we go.
That is not pleasant to look at.
That's my cue to roleplay.
I'm gonna step back out of the skull of Nosy.
I think you need to wash your shoe.
Oh, that's what you were talking about. Okay.
Well, it's a good thing there's plenty of water around.
I'm trying not to throw up. Just keeping my cool.
I'm sorry, I don't understand the point of the water and the skull of your friend that is no longer your friend, you betrayed. What's with the water?
Got his shoe dirty.
Oh, yeah. Well, it only works to clean your feet if the water is clean.
That's a good
This
point.
is true.
This hygiene, I read about it when I was younger.
I don't think they know much about that here in Goblin territory.
Oh,
Yes, well, they are an inferior race.
yeah. All right. So remind me, is Klarg's head already off?
No.
Does anybody have a sword?
Actually, okay. Actually, no. You guys are right. The wolf.
I smashed it, but we didn't actually remove it yet.
Yeah, the wolf. The big bad wolf
Yeah, it was
is
the wolf.
blazing up.
The burned head of the wolf.
Yeah. So as I'll narrate the scene here. As you guys are all talking, the smell of burning fur, if you've ever smelled it before, is starting to build and become quite a nauseous effect. Aradowin, I'm gonna hope that we're on the same page on this one. You actually black out and come to with your foot into Nosy with no recollection of what went on. I think if we're on the same page.
Oh, did his eyes stop glowing?
I wasn't actually okay. Sure. What? Okay, the last thing I remember is I tried to talk to Klarg, and then I tried to get Nosy to help me, and then he shot at me with an arrow, and here we are.
So you don't remember any of this?
What happened?
Quite a lot that you do not remember.
You may want to sit down.
Well, you fought, you killed him. This is not that long of a story.
You remember
it's
your
very
friend?
simple. You kill the person who betrayed you. That's what you do to betrayers.
I do remember Nosy betraying. I distinctly remember Nosy betraying me.
Radwin, let me make it clear. You and I killed Nosy.
I'm fine with that.
Yeah. So you kind of stomped his brains in.
Oh, that seems a little bit extreme.
It was a little just. It was just.
It's a very emotional scene.
Yeah. Yeah. There. You had a speech and everything.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Okay.
Your eyes had the weird color.
What color were they?
I think you call it gold. Although it's not quite like the color of goldfish, so I don't know if it's accurate to call it gold. It's a little different. You can tell the difference, but that's the closest, yeah.
Interesting. Okay.
So has this ever happened to you before?
Quite a lot about money.
Yes, I grew up with a lot of money. I have a lot of money. I'm an Errington. That's what we do. We have money.
So everybody else is the same then. No one else blacked out, and then no one else just came to.
No, you're the only crazy one.
Do you have a history of this?
No. I've never.
Did you stop taking meds?
People usually naturally die on you and you don't notice? Wake up and not dead?
I've never had a blackout like that before. Well, let's I know we already have Sildar. Let's take King Klarg's head over there and bring it to Yemek and see what else he can offer.
Yeah.
Well, technically, if we bring him the head, then we put ourselves in danger. If we don't bring him the head, and we just walk out, we're okay. Because he has nothing we need.
Yeah.
And I've seen his clothes. He's not a very rich man. Doesn't have much to offer to us.
Interesting.
Okay.
But if you really want to go, it's okay, but I stay a little bit back because I don't trust him. Who doesn't sign a contract? crazy people.
So just to keep our word, can we just like run by and just throw the head in and not break stride and just keep going?
That is very
If
good
we're not
idea.
getting anything from it, I think.
That would work.
And then Aradwin kind of kneels over Klarg and pulls one of his canine teeth out and puts it in his pack.
He does what again?
He's gonna pull one of his teeth.
Oh, Klarg's teeth?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Trophy.
As you do that, well, go ahead and give me a roll, just for the hell of it. Just a strength to pull it out.
That's gonna be... That's a 5.
You try.
He just cuts his hand.
Both
I
hands.
think you need
Foot
to
on his
black
neck.
out again.
As you start pulling on the teeth, you like your eyes flicker, and for a second there, things go black, and you just feel this weird sensation come over you, and a voice in the back of your head just say, just let me out. And then you kind of come back to.
Did anybody... I think I'll leave the tooth where it is. That was... Can we get going?
Well, we need the head. Should I lop it
Yep.
off?
Yeah, there. You have your sword. Just
Well,
give it a hack.
No, I mean, if you want to just cut a corpse's head off, that's fine. But if we're not getting anything out of the deal, I don't think we have to go past Yemek to leave the cave, do we?
I have to think very hard.
Give me a survival check for anybody wanting to know.
My God.
I got 12.
That's a 2 + 2, 4.
We ground that die. Ground that die right now.
11.
So,
Is it the same one that got you 2 natty ones in the parlay?
the blue one is, yeah.
Ooh.
The first
You
one
brought
was
it on
bad.
yourself, man.
17.
17. All right, Thera. As you hear Eradwin questioning about what exactly to do, you recall the path that you took. That there was that shortcut through the rough terrain. That if you backtracked across the bridge, you could take that back to the spot where you all met originally, avoiding them.
So we don't need to. Okay.
It will take some stealthiness to get through because where the entrance is, or the little shortcut, is right at the entrance of the cave where the remainder of the goblins are.
Oh.
I mean, we
that-
could just walk past them. Are they gonna stop us if we're just leaving?
Why don't we just go back the way I came?
Chimney, do you have a rope?
Sure do.
The chimney. Well, yeah. We would have to go one at a time.
Oh,
That's fine.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm
How,
down.
Chris, how
Or-
wide was that?
Literally
chimney?
down. Yeah, cool. Say 5 feet by 3 feet.
I
Okay.
think we did say that if the rope worked, that Thera would have been able to go up. So
Oh yeah, yeah.
Like-
So-
any of
yeah,
you would
like
have been
if-
able to
if
climb up.
Radowin- yeah. I mean,
So
if Radowin
here's
could.
here's what I'm
It's just
thinking,
one at a
and I
time,
should have
kind
thought
of
about this before.
Mhm.
Could I lay a javelin across it and then tie the rope to
Oh. Good idea.
Yeah.
that? Does anybody have feather fall? That we could use?
Nah, I don't have feather fall.
It's only 15 feet, right?
What would
Uh,
what would
when-
Eradwin know about Featherfall?
Didn't I use it?
Yeah,
Yeah,
you
she
Yeah.
used it.
When
Oh,
you, when
okay.
you
used it
threw
when
the dude.
Sildar was tossed off. the
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But did you see it?
Everyone saw it. It was spectacular.
Was exciting. Yes.
Yes. Well, I am feeling tip-top shape.
Well, why don't we try it?
Well, let's try the javelin thing, and if that doesn't work out, then we'll do
We go the long way. Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Who's setting up the javelin and the rope?
It's my stuff. I'll do that.
For it.
Sure. Give us a
I will
slight...
watch him like a Hawkeye as he's doing it.
So Jeremy Renner?
Hawkeye, yeah.
That'd be survival.
Boom!
Like
I've been watching the
tying knots and
MCU
stuff.
like 2 weeks straight, nonstop. Anyway.
Will there be survival since it's tying knots?
It's, well, survival's a little bit different. It would be sleight of hand to see how well you do it.
Oh, wonderful.
I have a +4 if you want me to tie it for you.
That would be better.
Alright, I'll tell you what. You can each roll individually to see how you guys do with the setup, or Eradwin, you can roll with advantage with Halamir assisting you.
Me and Eradwin, we're having a competition on who can have the best knot.
And you win. That's in that one.
Oh, God.
That is not going to work well.
That is all 3 of my D20s that I've used. Wonderful. They are
18.
all and low.
Dude,
18 + 4. So I
I
win.
think we don't rely on him for anything.
you have a digital player sheet that rolls for you.
do.
I tie the knot single-handedly while yawning.
Okay.
It's
Yeah.
good.
All right. So,
It's actually really cool when you roll from the digital sheet because it just calculates it all for you. It's really cool.
So I just rolled, and it would have been an 8 - 1 7 on the digital sheet. So
all
win
right.
for losing.
Okay.
So, for whatever reason, I guess the entrance to the cave just doesn't seem to line up right with the javelin laying there. The knot's tied perfect. Halamir did a great job, but it just doesn't feel like it's steady enough that it's going to hold in place.
There was that outcrop that you said we could have tied it, that Eradwin could have tied it to before, right?
Yeah, you can look around. I mean, it's 50 feet of
can
rope. There's
So-
only
something
it's
else
only
to
30
tie it
feet.
to.
It's
The
only
rope's on
20
the
or 30 feet
javelin.
down.
There's a bomb-ass knot on this javelin. All right, can we just stab the javelin into the ground?
Or we could just
Hammer
Is
it down.
it stone? We could just jump.
Yeah, we're jumping.
You also have a cave that you haven't explored or investigated.
Thought you showed us everything.
No, as far as nobody's looted anything, or
Oh, okay.
it's D&D 101. You loot everything you kill, even if it's just like an ear or
Yes,
a tooth.
okay. So we should be looking at the bodies.
Yes.
Basically, Nosy and Klarg. We should
I check
be
Nosy's
looking at
pockets.
the bodies.
I go through the wolf's pockets. Yes.
I look at them.
Look over, Radwin has a wolf pelt on.
Sounds about right.
All right, who's looting what? The
I'll loot
wolf is in the
Clark.
fire. Okay, Clark.
I don't think you want me doing that. I will watch. I will.
I'm gonna look around Klarg's like
You play defense.
throne or big chair or whatever, just to see if there's anything around there.
Okay, if everybody's looking for stuff, just give me rolls and investigation.
I am not. I'm keeping a lookout.
Okay. All right.
That's a 10.
Make sure that
I
we're
got a
not-
10 too.
Hey.
Thera, if you want to give me a perception roll just to kind of scan the area.
14.
14? Okay. And what'd
Oh.
you get, Radwin?
10.
All right.
And I got an 18.
Okay. As Thera's keeping an eye out, there doesn't seem to be any immediate danger.
It's on Overwatch. She's basically she's got her sword and she's ready in case.
Yep.
Trust no one.
Whoever is checking out Nosy,
Yeah, that's
there
me.
is
Just pants that smell like piss.
it just stinks he doesn't have anything on him.
I kick him.
That's nice. And the body just shifts and more of the goo just pours out of the head.
Yeah.
Gross.
The who
just
was
bought these shoes.
searching the body of Klarg? All right, Adrian, you find a key around his neck. And Radwin, what were you looking for?
I was looking around Klarg's like chair area just
cool.
to see if there was anything over there.
All right. You actually find a chest, and on top of it sitting is a jade statuette of a frog with tiny little golden orbs.
Whoa.
That if you were to ballpark would be about 40 gold pieces each for the little eyeball orbs thingies.
Interesting. I'm gonna take the frog, and then announce the chest.
All right.
Do so. I'm gonna. Well, I guess I'll try to open the chest, and I assume it's gonna be locked. And it's gonna need the Klarg key.
Yeah, without even looking, you can tell it's locked. It's a big, chunky lock.
Have the key.
Klarg key.
Klarg key.
I have the key. You have the chest. Perhaps this key would work in that chest. Because logic.
Only one way to find out.
The wrapper? Logic? Yeah, okay.
So I tried the chest with the key.
Okay, give me a sleight of hand, see how things go. Just to be fair with everyone, because you might have an Eretowin roll. Everybody do the Eretowin roll.
Yeah, I got a 13.
13? No problem. Key goes in. Chink.
I am not a Raduin.
Lock. I know. Sorry. Anyway, the lock pops off, and there, lo and behold, are you opening the chest?
Yes.
Are you opening the chest?
You might want to carefully open that chest.
No, when I'm not.
Okay.
No,
You're
I'm
just
dumb.
opening
I
it?
rolled for it.
Yep.
And, yep, I would just go for
right.
it.
Everybody make a jelly roll. I'm kidding. Chest opens up, and there is a bunch of weird, just random trinkets and stupid little things. But through that, you notice that there is just a box containing about. All right, whoever the treasure is, it's 600 copper pieces. And 110 silver pieces.
Mm-hmm.
And 2 potions of healing.
You said 600 copper, 110 silver.
Who's the
And
Potions of
2 potions of healing.
Regular? Well, we would know.
Yep. Well,
Okay.
yeah, you wouldn't know. It's just it looks red.
I can be
Looks familiar.
I can be the treasurer if you guys want.
Like, keep it on your sheet kind of thing?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Okay.
Coo,
I take
coo,
notes
coo.
every game, so
Coo, coo,
I'll
coo.
just put your name next to it to say that you're
I'll keep it
have it
in
on
the-
your
in
sheet.
my
Adrian
D&D
knows money.
sheet.
So
Yeah.
it makes sense to me that he would be the.
Everything Eddington. Eddington
but
bank
I
account.
don't carry it. I have
Eddington
people
Treasury.
do that for me. I just keep them account.
Eddington accounting services.
Yeah.
Everything Eddington. So, there you sit with a bunch of stuff. Oh, Justin, nearby where... I'm sorry, Halamir, where Nosy
who's
was
Justin
standing and hiding behind one of those boxes,
Mhm.
you notice a bit of a shimmer.
Okay, I'll investigate it.
Okay, give me an investigation roll for funsies.
18 plus 5.
Yep, that'll do it.
Yeah.
You find Salamander Man. I'll never remember his name.
Salamander Man?
Whatever, the guy.
Sindar.
Yeah.
Sildar.
Broken
Sildar.
Sildar.
Yeah, that
Okay.
guy.
You find his armor and weapons.
Ah,
No.
What kind of weapons are we
that's what.
They're laser cannons.
They're his.
You mean?
He's from the
serious?
future. No, they're not laser cannons.
You're
It's
gonna shoot these with broken legs.
That's what I was thinking. So,
No,
I was gonna say, what is he? The T-1000?
it's a sword, dagger, and armor.
Is there any magic to the sword or anything, or is it just a piece of metal?
It is a... What are you talking about? DM was
This-
not paying attention.
His sword, is it any magic to it, or is it just steel?
Let's Wow, give me an Arcana check? I don't know if that would really be the right roll, but...
Good thing the
It is.
wizard found it.
Sure.
Yeah, that's true. Thank you,
13.
Roxanne. Okay, new.
Like, he wouldn't know specifically what it does if it is magical,
Yeah.
but he would be, because usually there'd be some symbols or something about it, so he'd be able to recognize if it's something magical or if
What-
it's like a
What I was
magical
getting at, if it was magic, I was gonna keep it.
So what you see in your inspecting of the sword, metal blade, double-sided. It is the basic bish of all swords.
Okay. Yeah.
Standard hilt and a little lion head at the bottom.
Okay. Well, we got Mr. S's armor and sword here. That's is anyone open to carrying this for him? Because I mean, he's not going to carry it. He has broken legs.
I'll carry it. That's fine.
Okay.
We can wrap it up in some kind of...
Or you guys could just chuck it down the chimney. Just, I don't know why I keep talking like a player. Like I'm there.
It's like there's a voice we hear, but I don't know what it is.
Where is that guy anyway? Is he
We
with
left
us?
him lying down.
Okay, so he's in the same
He
cavern
didn't,
area.
yeah, he didn't come with us. He couldn't
Click
have
on the
helped anyway.
bottom of the chip.
Is anybody
Okay.
near the chimney?
I guess I'm closest since I'm by the,
Radwin
by the
is.
throne.
Aradwin, you do vaguely hear a... I would like to leave now. My wounds are I'm badly injured. You are aware. The wounds smell like almonds. I had to.
That's
Smell
also
like
power
almonds.
reference.
I had to. Yeah.
Okay. I'll try to stand now.
Oh no!
All right, guys.
So that's sort of-
sounds like Sylvie's about ready to go. I'm gonna go see what's up, and I drop down the chimney and do like a superhero landing.
Ooh, a three stance land.
Okay. Give me.
Dusk is up.
Okay. So let's do this. Give me an athletics or acrobatics, whichever one's better for you. Just because feeling nice.
That's a 15 plus 2, 17.
There you go.
He's so
Okay.
happy it's over
All right.
10.
No problem. Without hesitation or conversation about what Aradowin's doing, like usual, he just dips. You just hear this. I'm gonna go see what's up. And you're like, huh? And then he's gone, and
we
you
don't
just
see him anymore.
you just hear this like, woo-wee, and 3-point landing at the bottom. A little bit of dust clears. And Aradowin, you are down within seeing and hearing distance of
I peek over
Sildar.
the chimney. Go, can you do that again?
You mean up?
No.
It's fair enough.
All right. What is everybody else doing?
All right.
Maybe we should find a place to fasten the rope.
All right. Is anybody doing anything with Klarg?
Do we need his head?
Well, I thought maybe perhaps we could bring the head, but put it at the entrance of the cavern on our way out on
And
the
just keep going.
Because it's funny.
I am fine with that. Sure.
All right, Thayer, can you cut his head off?
I
And
will
I'll.
attempt to do that. Yes.
All right.
Hey.
Time.
Hey guys, if you jump down, it didn't hurt.
And you guys hear that? Why not? So something to consider. The Thera, it is just give me an attack roll with like a standard greatsword.
Not like he's going anywhere.
I don't think he's gonna be resisting.
No.
You see, you want to hit on the neck, like right there.
Yeah, don't hit the
Nice.
shoulder.
When you cut it,
Yeah.
No, Adrian, because that would be too much head.
It's a 16.
Such thing. Sorry.
I had to get you back for that one.
Okay.
You're like, this is my second
16,
language, you asshole.
You fucking dick.
Was that? What'd you get,
Good.
Thera?
16.
16? Yeah, comes clean off. Boop.
I I think if it's not moving, you get to crit automatically or something like that. But
Yeah, it's yeah. So it's just
it would be a lot.
mhm.
Okay, so that's kind of gross.
Yeah.
Do we have anything to wrap this in? Like, can I just find some kind of cloth?
Halamir,
one
a
very good
splash of
thing.
blood just hits you in the face.
The one good thing to stop the bleeding is you can catheterize it by putting some fire on it, Mr. Fire with the hands. Would be very smart. I read that in the book. I read
I
a lot
do
in
not
books.
want to be holding it while he does that.
No,
Well, I mean, he
just
said all you
leave it
got
there.
to do is just hold the head and shake it, and there's no get all the blood out, and then it'll be fine.
You carry it.
All right.
Take like 3 steps back from the head because I find it really disgusting.
I take the head and just like hold it out in front of me, like yeah. But I take full credit.
Halamir, when you do that, as you take the head, you remember for an instant, hey, I have burning hands. I can cauterize this right now.
That's
We
true.
also established that head is super crushed in. So none of it is going to be clean.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, you totally
Because I smashed it with a morning star.
with a morning star. You critted in his face. Yeah. I crit in your face. So let's fast forward to you guys. Let me know what you're doing. We're gonna cut the camera over to Aradowin down with the Sildar. Sildar.
So I say we just make our way over a while.
Sure.
You guys going the long way around?
Yeah,
Backtracking?
we're in a very fast pace.
Okay. Tell you what, we'll cut to Aradowin, Thera, Adrian, and Halamir. Give me stealth rolls to see how well you, how quiet you can get
24.
to this
I
cave.
just got,
You know
Okay,
I
good.
I just got
don't
nat
have
20.
any stealth, right? Just,
Yeah.
reminding you.
I just got nat
You have
20.
disadvantage as well.
Okay.
I
Alright.
have disadvantage, yes. That's a 10,
Nice.
Okay.
and that's a 17, so I got a 10.
Yep.
I got 11.
11. Okay.
That's not
I mean,
Um,
it's average, but
Ooh. Okay. We'll cut to Aradowin. What are you doing?
Can I do a medicine check to see how Sildar's doing? See
Yeah,
if there's
sure.
anything I can do for him.
Yeah, if you want to kind of go and be
That's
Dr.
a 17 plus 2.
Dr.
19.
Nurse.
Who?
Dr. Who? Dr. Gwen? Dr. Chippa Slim Shady.
A 19.
19? Okay.
Mhm.
You don't need to look at it long to see there's bones sticking out from his left leg.
Okay.
And being, even though that, the whole, like, rules of play of healing him, yada yada, he's had a little bit of time to rest, but he's still, like, really bruised up and there's just blood all over him and stuff. Who had the gear, his gear?
Halamir does.
Okay, so you have a head and the gear? So you're walking around like this?
I thought I had the gear, because...
No, the gear is Jody who has it.
Okay, alright, thank you.
Sarah, sorry.
Alright. So sorry, Aradowin, what are you doing?
So your leg isn't doing great, but I can fix it. It's not going to feel good, but it's going to feel a lot better once we're through it. What I need to do is set the bone, and then I can heal it with my lay hands.
Okay. Sounds great. How long will that take?
Well, the setting won't take but a moment. Lay hands doesn't really take that long either. So I guess we'll see. And so I set it and then use, let's say 8 points of my lay hands on him.
Okay. While you're doing that, he goes on to he just starts trying to distract himself with talking. He explains to you the three rock seeker brothers that Gundren is a part of. They, if you hadn't heard already, he just goes in just because he's feeling like he needs to talk, he needs and stuff. So he's like, letting you know that they recently located an entrance to the long lost Wave Echo Cave in Phandalin, in Phandalin, which is at the site of Phandelver's cave or whatever. No, I'm getting that wrong. The site of the mines of the Phandelver's pact. He then just goes on to explain about how the bugbear who led the goblins had orders to waylay Gundren, and Sildar overheard talk about this black spider that was basically sent to ward the dwarf that was brought to him. So Sildar doesn't know who the black spider is as you guys are conversating. I'm just shortcutting this so we can kind of like cut to other stuff. But that's about as far as you guys get till you're able to patch up the wound and
Now is that like an arachnid, 8 legs, 8 eyes, or is that a spider? Some kind of organization called the Black Spider.
Careful there. I don't really know. It's just a name that I heard. Would you mind taking your foot off of my leg? Thank you.
Could you be like a little bit grateful? Just a little bit.
I just said thank you.
Oh my goodness.
Did you not hear me? Look, time is of the essence here. What was the name? Air window? Window something? I forget.
Radowin Greenfold.
Right, okay, so, listen. I need you to get me back to Phandalin as soon as possible. Can you help me with this?
Sure.
What are you planning on doing? Are you guys going back to Ymik or what?
Last I understood, Ymik didn't have anything to offer for Klarg's head, so we decided to just leave. So I jumped down here because I heard you whining, and decided I would come help. And we're just waiting for the rest of the guys, and then we'll leave.
All right, cutscene to Thera, Adrian, and Halamir. All three of you make it to the cave portion before the entrance to Ymik's hideout spot. As you're traveling through, nobody was able to... Well, okay, so Halamir, you're a ghost.
Yes. Well, yeah. With my stealth, yeah.
Adrian and Thera, you both step on stones, do something to stir up a little bit of noise. What you didn't realize, though, all three of you thought that you were making it safely through, was that there was a goblin patrolling that tunnel, and you caught his ear. Let's backtrack for just a second. How would the marching order be? Because I forgot to even ask.
I was going to say I would go first, but because I had the head, but
I'd walk in the back.
Yeah, you know what? I'd probably be in the front. You should be in the middle.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, let fighter here.
True. Good point.
All right. So
Squishy magic users in the back.
Thera, give me a perception check.
Okay.
Won't take you much.
We'll see. 14.
Okay. Yeah, no problem. As you guys make the noise, you actually hear the goblins stir, and he actually is carrying a sconce, because why not? And he starts investigating. I'm going to say, because Halamir did say he was going forward, even though, Thera, you wanted to go forward. I'm going to say, Halamir, you're, like, just kind of ghost into a wall. He walks...
Just blend.
Yeah, he walks right past you, and Thera, you are able, being the first of that portion, are able to see him coming. It's just one goblin.
Does he see me yet?
He does not, no.
I could try and hide. She could blend against. I mean, it's ridiculous.
It's gonna be hard for someone as
this
big
is
as Thera
not
to
her
hide.
thing. This is not
Is
her
there
thing.
anything you can cast to be able to maybe meld into the earth?
Ooh,
You're not there.
Actually,
You're
hold
not
on.
there.
No, it's okay. It's okay. Hang on. I'm checking my card.
Yes, she can stealth a little bit. Like she can do that whole, +10 around her.
Here.
But
Pass without trace.
While you guys are sorting that
That's
out,
before,
Adrian,
that's not-
what is Adrian doing?
Well,
Do I see it? Or am I just walking?
You would be walking behind
Okay.
Thera, but you see her stop.
1 second. Yeah.
tell you what, if I'm
Oh,
in the
roll
middle,
for it.
here.
Okay.
Okay, fine. I was gonna do a thingy.
If you want to do a thingy, go ahead and do a thingy.
I'm going to cast invisibility on both of you folks.
Is that a touch thing though?
Is it a touch? Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
yeah.
Touch.
I touched Thera.
Well, I mean-
she's right behind me.
Okay. All right. Yeah, we'll say you're close enough.
Yeah.
He scrapes by you. You reach out to Thera. Thera, you disappear. He hasn't seen you yet.
Oh, okay.
I
And-
accidentally smacked her in the face.
Oh. Goblin definitely heard that. He just started.
Just a tight. And then you're invisible.
You hear? Oh shit! I'm sorry.
Invisibility, backhand, pimp slap.
You hit her in the nose. She
Yeah.
sneezed.
They can't see you, but they can hear you.
Yeah. If I have the opportunity to do that whole meld into, I don't think that's what it's called.
I wouldn't waste that
Spell slot.
Okay.
right now because you just got bamped into
Yeah.
invisibility.
But I'm worried about Adrian. Is what I'm.
Well, that's what I'm waiting. I'm trying to give her a chance to see what she's doing.
Well, I'd bump into Halimir at this point because I was continuing to walk.
Mm-hmm.
And then
I slap him too. It's a
You
level
can-
2. I can do 2 people.
Oh, okay, sure, all right.
Yeah.
Weird.
I slap both people in the face.
Okay. All right, let's do this. Give me another stealth roll. I would say Thera and Adrian roll with advantage because you're invisible.
Oh, that's
Okay,
a 4. So let's hope the other one's better. Okay, that's a 13.
Okay.
I got a 15.
15? All right, good.
7 and 12.
Okay. All right. For the sake of brevity here, the goblin, as he turns the corner, you see the sconce flickering and his shadow creeping up the wall. As it gets closer, the object becomes smaller and smaller, and eventually he turns the corner. You guys, all 3 of you, can see him, but he does not see you. And he just continues to walk right past you. This is a narrow cave, too. But luckily he is treading on the drier side of it, where you guys are in the portion where it's like wet and dripping near you and stuff like that. You wait about 5-10 seconds till he passes out of sight, and what do you do?
I whisper to them and I say, goblins are so oblivious.
All right.
Just get out of here.
Yeah.
So we'll say you guys start moving and scaling the wall towards the rough terrain area where you don't have any issues going through again. If you
Are we gonna drop the head somewhere?
Yes, at the entrance.
Okay.
at the entrance of the cave itself or that entrance right there. Okay, cool. All right, agreed. You guys, we'll just say you make it through and cross the stream and go the roundabout longer way at the bottom and curling back up to the spot where the four of you met Thera. There you all three come to, well, let's just say for fun's sake, Eradowin, you hear footsteps approaching.
Okay.
3 sets of footsteps.
I'm gonna give Sildar a javelin.
Uh-huh.
And
he uses it to like hoist himself up and is just kind of like standing on it with a limp.
Oh, perfect.
I know I am.
Be ready for anything. And so I'm gonna Morning Star up, shield up.
Okay.
Just get in between him and the entrance.
All right. As you get ready and you flinch for a second, you see 3 familiar faces.
Well, 1. They're still visible.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
So that lasts what, 10 minutes?
I think it's till.
Or 1 hour.
I think it's an hour. Hang on,
Did
let me double check it.
You can.
Did you run into trouble?
Oh yeah. So it's just Halamir.
Yeah,
That's all you see.
The spell ends for a target that attacks or casts a spell, so they're invisible until they attack or spell something.
No, there's still
But
a duration.
Yeah,
Check
there's
the
1.
duration.
It should be 1 hour. I
It
think.
gets interrupted faster if that
It's
makes
either
sense.
10 minutes.
Up to 1 hour. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So yeah, if you guys want, you're invisible, just like Adrian's head just went there for a second. Halamir, you see Radowin. Radowin, you see Halamir.
Hey, I know you.
Hey.
Yeah.
Hello, buddy.
Yeah. Don't talk shit on Adrian. He's right behind me.
Adrian, not Adrian.
And you hear a voice standing right next to Halamir, but you don't see Adrian.
Okay. I guess it's just my day for hearing voices. Let's get out of here.
What are you doing, Thera?
You're hearing voices?
Radowin. I shouldn't have to explain this at this point, right?
That's how talking works.
Yeah.
Hello. Can I make like an insight check or something to see if I understand what's going on?
Yeah, go for it.
That's a nat 20. Okay.
Okay, so
What a waste.
because you made it an insight check, you're actually reading into Halamir to try to get what's going on here. And
I'm staring at him for an uncomfortable amount of time.
Halamir, since he rolled a nat 20, that's a super success. What's he picking up from you? Is there anything extra?
I don't have anything to hide from him. I don't see anything extra.
Radowin, I'm gonna say this.
Alright, here's a gold coin.
Yep. Okay. Yeah. So, Radowin, he hands you the gold coin, and without hesitation, it's wet and it squishes, and you get the feeling, because you weren't there when this all happened, so I can't really explain it, but you get the feeling that there's some correlation with Halamir and this fucked up chocolate gold.
I'm gonna drop it and say, "Can you give me a real one?"
Dun, dun, dun.
I reach in the other pocket and give him a real one.
Cool. Just people just giving each other gold.
Great.
The significance of this.
Silamir goes, well, you see, when 2 bumbling idiots have been far from each other for a day and reunite, they tend to exchange gold coin for the best stupid face.
I take my javelin back.
He falls. Good luck walking, Tiny Tim.
He falls. Yeah. He falls to the ground in a very clear sign of resentment and regret on his face.
But
as
that
he
was kind of funny.
Yeah.
I have to admit. Are we still invisible, or are we now uninvisible?
That's up to Halamir, because I think he turns it off.
He can.
Nighttime.
I can.
Daytime.
Alright, I stop
Um,
I lose my concentration, and they show up.
Okay.
I'm gonna ask Sildar. Did you have any stuff when you came in here? Is there something that we need to go look for?
Oh, of course. I mean, You saw me at Neverwinter with my armor and my weapons. Wasn't not
wait.
wearing that or having that now, am I?
Wait.
I
Here.
did not see you there.
I give him his stuff. We
I'm
found this.
looking to the other two, obviously. Oh, why, thank you, kind woman.
Sorry, I was confused. I asked you the question, and then you just turned away from me.
I'm sorry, I'm busy talking to the lady that's being nice to me.
I
distracted him with stuff, Radowin.
He gives Thera he gives you the saddest puppy face, but only for a second, and then looks back at Radowin and Halamir and Adrian, and with just kind of a proud, smug look on his face, like, as he slowly starts putting it on. Fast forward to you guys sitting there and him being an open book. Literally.
So can we take a short rest but talk to him at the same time?
Yes.
Okay, thoughts on that, or should we find safer?
Oh, no. Short rest, 30 minutes, man. 30 minutes from anywhere from 30 minutes to 6 hours. So you're fine counting this as like, this is you guys just hanging out, getting your shit together, figuring out what you're doing.
Okay.
Hanging out.
You want to go to Phandalin? Is that the plan?
We don't know that yet, but...
I mean, if I could suggest anything, it would be a great idea to bring me back to Phandalin.
What is in it for us?
And can I just tell them what what he told me, or should I leave that?
Yeah. Go for it.
Go ahead.
So while I was fixing his leg, Sildar explained that the three Rockseeker brothers recently located an entrance to Wave Echo Cave in Phandalin, which, if you guys don't know, is where the mines of the Phandelvers Pact are. He also mentioned that Klarg had orders to waylay Gundren, and Sildar, while he was captured, overheard talk of a black spider. He's not sure if it was like the actual spider or a person that was sent.
Well, Errata Window, you're talking as if I'm not even here. And yes, I can confirm these facts are true, that we just had a conversation about 10 minutes ago. Yes. What's he holding? I don't know what he's holding. He's holding his sword now. He's using his sword as like a crutch.
There is three what at the Wave Echo Cave?
Wise men.
3 wise men?
No.
That sounds
Are
different
these like the Jesus wise
than
men?
what
Or?
he says.
The Rockseeker brothers. Evidently, Gundren has 2 brothers.
Rockseeker brothers.
Yes, there's Gundren, Tharden, and Nundro.
Nundro.
Yep.
At the Wave Echo Cave, where there is mines of Phandalin,
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and
there is a black spider.
Right. Yes, exactly. The way you repeated it back to me almost sounds as beautiful as the way I told it to Errata Window. So
Around the window.
I do have to warn you that Nundro is you don't want. Let's just put it this way: we have an old saying: you don't want none of Nundro. They're all short and stocky, but this one's a real pain in the ass.
Is a dwarf?
Oh yeah, they're all dwarves. They're brothers.
Ah.
That would be a little weird, wouldn't it?
Where I'm from, we call them
bands.
rock humpers.
He just gives you the same look I just gave you, like.
Yeah. I write that down. Rock humper.
He just smiles and nods. Perhaps it would be...
Get along with them fairly well.
Yes,
Dang!
Farah raises her eyebrows. Ooh.
he adjusts himself with the sword again and leans on it like a cane. And he says, perhaps we should continue the conversation that we were having before you so kindly fixed my leg. Gundren had a map showing the secret location of the Wave Echo Cave. But unfortunately, when the goblins raided us on the road, they took Gundren, and I'm assuming they took the map, because if you guys don't have it, and I know Ymik doesn't have it, then it must be with whoever took Gundren.
Do you know where those goblins went?
I can only tell you what I would assume. Overhearing the conversation about the black spider and all the other scary shenanigans, I believe that Klarg sent the map and the dwarf to the chief of the Cragmalls at a place called Cragmall Castle.
Cragmall Castle.
Where is that?
Would that happen to be on the way to Phandalin?
Indeed it is.
Interesting.
But priorities, folks. I need to get back to Phandalin. And I need you folks to take me, because there's...
Back to Phandalin as well.
Well...
With them being in goblin captivity and you being fine.
I need to get back to Phandalin, and I can pay you for getting me back there. However, I don't... Look, I'm not trying to look like a dick, okay, guys? I need to get back for my own priorities, but yes, absolutely, we need to save Gundren as well, but I'm not planning on going with you.
He's a half-elf.
Half-elf.
Who?
Sildar.
Oh, yeah. Yep. Nice, Tony. So, with that being said, he doesn't know exactly where that the Cragmall Castle might be. Let me get back into the role here. I don't know where exactly it is, but like I said, I have to get to Phandalin. I'm sure with Phandalin being as big as it is, you could find somebody that knows.
Okay, but so you want us to help you get to Phandalin, yes? And we do that, and you give us money.
Right. Yes, 50 gold I will give you guys all to split.
How far would you say Cragmall Castle is from Phandalin?
I don't know. I just know it's nearby. You'll have to ask around the city to find that information out.
Well, folks, looks like we're headed to Phandalin if it's okay with you guys.
Oh.
Yes, that seems like an appropriate course of action.
All right, with my accompanying you, I would be happy to go to Phandalin.
If you...
Oh yes, you are part of our party now. If you want to leave, we have to accept you leaving.
Well,
This is
I have
Hotel
been-
California.
I was going to tell you that there's actually, and he pulls from his knickers a dirty map, and a little moist, and he hands it to
Not touching it.
Adrian.
Not touching it.
Okay,
Accepting.
he looks and he just goes fine, and he unrolls it, and he shows you a like real scribbled goblin-like drawing of the cave you're in, and there is an X to the east going around. There's like a red X right alongside of the mountain where the cave is. Not far at all. He says, I don't know what it is, but it must be important enough for them to mark a red X on it. With sarcasm. Sheer sarcasm. And he
Might be
rolls it
something
rolls
they
it back up.
want to go to. But we could have a look. What do you think?
Do you have horse and carriage?
We have carriage.
We just don't have the horse.
What happened to your horse? Oh, never mind. Why am I asking? Mine got killed.
It happens.
Look,
Yeah.
Are we going to the Red X?
might be worth it. I
Maybe.
can't help but being a little curious. However, I can't help you. You'll have to leave me here.
In the books that I read when I was a child, the X always marks the treasure. So perhaps there is some interesting treasure.
All I know is I have a contact in Phandalin that I need to get to. He's actually a human wizard, and I'm sure he will know where the castle is for you folks to go on a journey and do whatever it is you need to do to save Gundren. We need him back. It is of
If we
great
go
importance.
to X, you wait.
Yes, as long as you promise to come get me.
Yes.
Now, just so we don't forget, because we very well could, why don't we bring Sildar back first, and then go to the X, and then go to Cragmaw Castle.
Isn't the X
The
where
X-
we are right now?
Yeah,
Is
the
it?
X
It
is
is a lot
right
of walking.
on.
It's
It's
here.
literally like right around the corner when you walk out of
Yeah.
the cave.
Yeah.
Well, then let's go.
Yeah, let's just go to the X.
All right. Okay.
The X marks the spots.
So we're gonna fast forward this. You guys roll out of the cave cautiously,
We
and
throw the head at the entrance.
yep. Everybody, give me a survival check.
Don't we heal during a short rest? Is it just one of
You
hit
roll
die?
one hit die. Yeah.
Okay.
Oh,
Ooh,
well, I
ouch.
rolled a 1.
Ooh.
That would be a 3.
I got a 3.
Yeah. I'm sorry about that. So if anybody's rolling for hit points, go ahead and add them now. But let me know what you guys got for your survival.
I'm confused. It's not working.
And hello in chat, everybody watching at home.
I got a 3 there as well, Chris.
Oh, okay.
You said survival.
Yep.
Oh, natural 20.
Hey.
21.
Shout out to the
Save our
2 crew.
butts.
Another. God damn.
Survival.
Okay, so Adrian, you without hesitation just take the lead. However, within about 30 minutes walking around and following what you remember of where the X being, you have no problem finding it, and lo and behold, you and only you see the horses that were manning your carriage tied to a tree. They look a little worse for wear as far as food, like a little on the hungry side, a little scratched up, but other than that, they're in fair condition. You turn to tell the group, and they are nowhere to be seen.
We got lost.
Okay, so
We're in the stream.
how many horses?
Yeah, you're all in the.
2.
Oh, sorry. Damn
How
it,
many
Alamir.
horses are there?
There are two horses.
Okay.
Let me.
Temporary hit points only last until after a fight's over, right?
I'm gonna
Depends
do
on what you got them from.
Forest daytime.
My
Some
chin
last
immunity
forever,
doesn't-
some are.
For the sake of theater of the
So long
mind, we're
rest.
gonna say that it's you guys been in. You lost a lot of time. This trek of time in there. It's morning, so like the sun is just rising off to the east. So when you walk out, like you see the sun.
Okay.
Because that's really important. Anyway.
So I'm gonna hold out some rations and try to get the horses to walk towards me and follow me
Alright, give me an animal handling
out.
check. because you know we were rolling for this one.
Oh
You
yeah.
said they're tied up, right?
They are tied up, yes.
Oh
Couldn't
well.
she just take the lead?
Yeah. Can I undo the knot first?
Are you feeding them while they're tied up, which might be easier, or undoing them the
I'll
nuts?
put a piece of ration in the middle so that they can I cut it in 2 pieces so they're
Yep.
like munching while I untie them,
Yep.
and then I'll have another piece of ration to lure them
Okay.
out.
Works, and they immediately go for the food. And what you roll for animal handling, or are you trying to do the knot first?
Not first.
Okay.
Yeah,
Sleight of
it's
hand.
like both. But yeah,
Yeah.
sleight of hand is 13.
Okay, it's fucking rope. You get impatient with it to untie one knot and then just slice the other one. The horses are free. Now, are you doing the animal handling? Do you want?
Yeah.
Okay, go for that then.
Uh,
Go for roll.
That is a 17.
17? Alright, no
Nice.
problem. The horses are super happy to see someone that's giving them food. If they could jump up on your lap and lick you like a dog, they probably would.
Gross.
You grab the ropes, the remainder of the rope, and start heading back to the road.
The people, well, yeah.
Okay. Within 15 minutes, you one by one spot Halamir yelling, "Run, Thera!" And then off to you hear Thera going, "Hello, hello."
I found a chocolate coin.
I don't remember your names. Hello. And you eventually all converge in the forest on the trail right outside of the. You make your way back.
Well, that was embarrassing.
There is snow on the ground. I will point out because we are in winter, so never winter, always winter.
It's supposed to be never winter.
Be
Well, she's
guns.
still barefoot.
What is that, my dude?
Can you even feel anymore under your feet?
I don't
Let's
think
be
so.
honest.
No.
They're so calloused.
Yeah. She just walks everywhere.
So we'll say about 30, 45 minutes. If you guys want to roleplay anything, I'll shut up and do this. But we'll say if not,
we
then
grab Sildar. I want to
Yep.
say that.
Good idea. I
He's the
forgot
right
about
side.
him.
Let's not forget it.
Hello.
Let's not forget to put the head on
Yes, the head
piece of
at the
stick
entrance.
that we can find,
Yeah.
and do our best for that. Just
All right.
walk away.
No problem. You slip in the cave quietly, grab Sildar. Whoever wants to be the volunteer to carry him, like a rescue arm type of deal, can say that he's that's your pick. Whoever's doing it, and then you guys leave the head at the end of the cave, plop it. Which
On
way
a
is it
stick.
facing? On a stick. All right. It's a Klarg on a stick. So I'm trying to do the
There, that can help.
jalapeno on a stick.
Thera can help Sildar get out to
Okay.
one of the horses.
That makes sense. That is
Thank
role play. Good job. Very nice. Okay, so you guys make your way back. Sildar is talking your ear off. Just
He
about
is not saying a thing. But he can
He's-
talk all he wants.
how proud of a fighter he is, and how he's never lost a battle in his life, and yada yada yada.
Except that last one.
Yeah, except for the broken legs and.
But
That's
he
all.
doesn't hear. Yeah, he doesn't hear you guys interject. But you
I
guys,
talk to Halakir and I say he wins all the battles, but he loses against the goblins. So he's only fought children before.
is Adrian making a theme song for Sildar?
Sildar, the little baby.
Sildar!
Said he went to war, but got killed by goblins.
Burninating the peasants.
But before we leave the area, I
Yeah.
want to go check and see if our carriage is good.
All right, yeah, sure. You, within a few minutes of mind-numbingly painful conversation with overhearing Sildar just kind of talking to himself, leaning on Thera, you guys make it to the carriage, which is still snow-ridden and just sitting there on the side on one you know, like in a leaning position where you would normally have it on with the two horses carrying it.
The horses will hold it up.
The horses will hold it up. If you build it, they will hold it.
Shall we get them
So-
tied up to the carriage? Is
Yeah.
that what we want to do?
Yep.
Okay.
I think it would be easier for everybody to travel if we had one person driving the carriage. It'd be easier on our horses as well.
All right. So you guys, without a problem, all team together. Besides Sildar, and he's sitting in the back now. You guys managed to get everything together, put the horses in position where they would need to be, because I don't know shit about horses and carriage. And you are off on the high road. It is morning, and with that, we are going to take a quick bathroom break. Well, what do they call that in Europe?
Whisper.
No. Anyway, I'll remember it when I get back. So we'll be back in like 5, maybe 10 minutes. What's up, B-Guns? I see you in chat. So nice to see you again. And hey, anybody else tuning in, stick around. We'll be back 5, maybe 10 minutes-ish. And as the team decides to make their way to Phandalin. We'll be back. And we're back. Hey guys, thanks for sticking around. We are back for round 2 of L.O.R.E. There in the Forgotten Realms on the high road, where the team has just rescued Sildar and is just getting back in the morning on track to the high road. There's snow on the ground, maybe a foot deep, if that. The road's somewhat traveled. There's definitely snow-covered tracks on the road. And as you guys are hanging out, who's taking lead with the horses?
I guess we didn't decide that. Who has the best animal handling? I have -1.
Thera, I think that would be you, wouldn't it?
I have a +2.
Oh, yes, but you can't roll anything over a 5, so +2 is useless.
She has a +4. She's actually
Okay.
There
bad
you
at
go.
it.
There's our animal.
Yeah,
teacher.
she's the one.
Okay. We'll say, Thera, even though you're not familiar with the group, just that, too well, you get the gist of what they're doing. You know where Phandalin is. And
She knows where Phandalin is. Yeah.
you definitely know how to handle a horse.
Okay.
So you're in lead, and then I guess the rest of you are just kind of chilling in the back in the wagon.
Someone
How
could be
long of a
sitting
ride
next
is
to me.
it?
It's a day's travel. It's morning, and
Okay.
it will take the entire day into the night, if not into next morning. It'll actually probably take you till next morning to get there. So you have an entire day's travel to kind of do what you will.
Is there enough room for someone to sit beside me, or is
There is, yeah, absolutely. If
Okay.
you wanted someone up there.
Well, if someone else wants to be outside of the wagon, that's all I'm saying.
Well, it's not a covered wagon. It's just an exposed wagon with
okay.
like a big heavy leather like tarp on
Okay.
top covering the goods.
Sit with you, Sarah.
Sure.
Heavy lift.
So Tony knows what I'm saying.
I lived in Louisiana for quite some time.
Got that leather tarp covering the goods. Woo!
Goodness.
One more time for the people at home.
Sorry.
Bless you. And so, yeah, if anybody wants to join there up front, there is an available seat, and the rest of you otherwise are all sitting in the back with Sildar, who happens to be talking your ears off about war stories.
I'm gonna sit up front.
Okay.
Yep.
Yep, no problem.
You should not talk to me about war stories.
Why do you have... Oh, I guess I should have assumed with your gear and that gigantic sword of yours that you would probably have stories of your own to share. Why, by all means,
Oh my gosh, he can talk to us up here too.
consider me a cornfield, because I'm all ears.
Okay, you can sit in the front.
Out.
I'm already sitting in the front.
Nothing.
I'm trying to escape from Sildar.
I have absolutely no desire to speak of killing.
He's kind of like leaning up against you, like not looking at you, like looking backwards, but he's leaning up like almost against your back. So you're definitely within earshot. So Adrian and Halamir, you can hear him as well. Eradowin, you don't hear it as much. Selective hearing.
So can I just use?
It's just kind of meh to you.
Can I just use charm person?
If you want to.
Yeah, because he's just annoying.
Fair. Yeah, let's see how that works out.
This is actually the first time you've probably seen Thera get a little grumpy. She's not happy with him. She does not want to talk about this, and she's basically ignoring him at this point. She's handling the horses. Okay,
he picks up on the silent treatment, and your charm person. He actually goes to look at you, Halamir, and starts talking. So, care to share your war stories?
I just start moving my finger around to do the charm person.
Mm-hmm.
Because I really don't want to talk about war or things I've done yet.
Don't have command stock.
Ooh.
Dang it.
Okay. And you doing your thing?
He has to do a wisdom saving throw.
Yeah, he did.
I was attacked.
Well, you didn't have to roll for it.
I thought
He
it was.
rolls it.
Sildar.
I thought it was who
Yeah,
too.
he nat 20'd on that.
Ah, shit.
So he goes, excuse me, flamey pointy fingers guy. I know what you're doing, and he bangs on his helmet. Ting ting. You know, like they say. And he forgets what to say.
I just put my hood over my eyes and just try to go to sleep. It doesn't work.
As I was saying, and he goes on yapping to Halamir. What are the rest of you guys doing?
Driving the carriage.
Okay.
How fast does carriage go? How many horsepower do we have?
Oh shit! The music. God damn it.
He's
At some points, I get annoyed with him, and so I start getting out of a little harp, or like a lyre, I think is
the lyre.
thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, lyre. There you go. I never knew how to say that word. I just read it.
Or fibber.
Yeah.
Non-truth teller.
So as the music goes, I'm gonna go. Sildar, the little baby, says he has won a war, but lost to a goblin, weaker than a lovely lady. So we are all laughing.
He catches on and he goes, I like that tune. Let's sing another round, perhaps, shall we? Everybody now.
Sildar,
Sildar, baby.
says he has won a war,
Words, yes.
but lost to a goblin,
Lost to the goblins.
weaker than a lovely lady.
Slayed them all and saved the day. Yes.
His lies went too far, so now we are laughing.
Singing in his praise. Ta-ta! Wonderful. And he starts clapping to himself. That was great. I would like you to sing that in Phandalin when we return, if you would.
You're not very perceptive, are you?
Of
It's
course.
okay. You
I pierce all
are
kinds
what
of
they
things.
call those happy.
Perceptive.
They are very satisfied with their very limited and unimpressive lives, and they don't understand that they are weak, lower society. But it's okay. You're very happy about it.
Is this more of your song? This is great. This will be fantastic when we get back. I'll have to take you to the tavern immediately. So, does anybody have any food? I'm starving. I don't know why I made him such a dick.
If I give you food, will you go to sleep?
Let's put it this way.
Depends on what you put in it.
When he's eating, he can't talk.
Hmm.
So
Are
just
you-
feed him the whole time?
Are you saying this out loud?
I do now.
Oh, yeah. Well, I'm gonna pretend I didn't hear that.
I say it
Food,
again.
Oh god. You know, pointy fingers.
If he's eating, he can't talk.
If it were me in your shoes, I would be a little bit nicer. And time goes by.
I look at his feet.
Yep. Somebody gives him
Gross.
Same
food.
shoe size
As who? You.
as Halamir.
Give me a perception check. Halamir, give me a roll between 1 and 20. Or just a d20 roll. Not a roll between. What is that?
19.
Okay. What do you
I
got,
rolled
Adrian? A what?
I rolled an 18.
Okay. Yeah. Similar. Very similar shoe size.
We talking about shoe size, or shoe
Boot
size?
Boots.
So you could
Shoe
get in
size.
his shoes. That would work.
Why would I give him my shoes?
No, he's saying he would do something differently if he wasn't in your shoes.
Oh,
I
okay.
wanted to verify
Oh,
that his feet were
I
the
throw-
right size.
long haul joke.
I take one boot off and throw it at him
Hmm.
to tell him to go walk.
Us.
Very happy just driving the carriage.
Yep. Cool.
And I'm happy to be up here.
All right. So, as somebody hands him food, we're just gonna say a magic hand hands him some rations, and the last word
I don't
you
give my rations.
you hear before the scene ends is a clink of the boot against his armor, and just asshole. Cut to nighttime. You have come about. If you go all the way through the night, you'll suffer exhaustion, which anybody playing D&D before knows that's not something you want.
No.
No, I am
Will the horses suffer
royalty, so I
exhaustion?
need to sleep.
The horses will suffer
The
exhaustion.
horses are
sure.
already
Yeah,
suffering.
they're
Yeah,
pretty
that's true.
exhausted.
Yeah, they need rest. We need rest. Why don't we just take watches and stop here, or go a little off the road? I guess maybe.
Yes,
Oh
that is
shit,
smart.
that's the wrong one.
Find the little area.
Yeah.
Covered.
Actually, rolling survival, we can maybe find a good campsite.
Yes, looking in the forest and seeing patterns that we will
Damn it.
have learned through our survival experiences.
Yep.
Very
Like
good.
that. Yeah.
Great. Thanks for the breakdown.
You're welcome.
I only got a 10, so someone's gonna get better than that.
Since I have dark vision, can I roll with advantage?
Sure.
That is a
Maybe he'll get over 10.
plus 2, 17.
And what were you looking
Oh,
for
okay.
exactly?
Good, safer spot to camp.
Okay, no issue. You guys find a spot right off the side of the road that tucks into a little cove, and perfect spot for a little camping spot. Matter of fact, you even see remaining charred pieces of wood that resemble, or obviously inclinate that there's had been somebody camping there before. So the wood's already there.
It's a well-traveled path.
It is the high road.
Shall we decide on watches?
We'll say in the meanwhile, you guys set up camp.
Yep.
Just so I can get this going.
Sure.
I think Sildar should take first watch.
Yes, I completely agree there. I am pretty tired. I think I took last watch last time.
Or
I took first watch last time.
you want the handicap to take first watch by himself.
No, I think it's better if he take no watch and he just sleep
A
silently.
handicap?
for the
I
next
fixed your
10
leg.
hours.
He
Yes.
he
Does he have
limps.
dark vision?
He limps. He's like, "Does it look fixed to you?"
He's faking a limp just so he doesn't have to.
I can
No,
make
he
it
is a
back the
little
way it was
baby.
if you'd like.
Even at peak performance, he got beat by a goblin, so maybe we don't want him to protect us.
As long as he can yell, I think we'll be okay.
There's
That is
really
all he needs to do.
there's really no need to continue this speaking of me like I'm not here.
Halamir falls asleep.
And Sildar, he just shakes his head and nestles by the fire and lays down, passes out, snoring loud.
I'm just
What a
gonna
dick.
take Thera's gonna take first watch because she does not have dark vision, so
Okay.
may as well watch before it starts getting really dark.
Okay, yeah, it is. I mean, sun's been down, so it is dark, but like you said, it's
Okay.
not pitch black
It's not
yet.
like
No.
deep dark, yeah. So she'll probably like, I don't know, 3-4 hours, 4 hours maybe.
I think we should have somebody that does have dark vision for when it does get dark. So
Yeah.
I'm gonna stay with Thera.
Okay, all right. So Redwin and Thera, you're staying up, and Adrian and Halamir, you go to sleep.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, so I guess we'll take the second watch.
Yep. All right. So Adrian and Halamir doesn't take long. It's not snowing, but the sound of the slow wind kind of curling through the trees and the snow falling from that and the fire burning, just a comforting camping atmosphere. And you guys are exhausted from being in the cave, so you're out. Cut to Radowin and Thera. You both are sitting by the fire, just chilling. Give me
Sharpening her sword.
one of you. Give me just a straight D20 roll.
I could. We could see what happens. I could roll that and see what happens. That would be a 17.
Okay. Alrighty. We'll get to that in a second. So what are you guys doing?
Like I said, she's just sharpening her sword.
Okay. Shink. Shink. Shink.
I think I haven't done this since we started this whole journey. I'm gonna go. Are we in the woods or are we by the sea?
You
Like
are.
which side of the road did we turn
So
off to?
if you look at the map, where the caves off to the right in the never or
Yeah.
whatever the woods, that was kind of like at the cusp. So you're fairly close to where the road breaks off.
Okay. So we're just kind of in the open.
If either of you two have traveled the high road before, you would know that it's just a few hours travel in the morning to get there.
Okay.
The break off to the left where the road would go up. Well, continue. You would make a left. That's only maybe a mile or so away.
I'm gonna go off and I'm gonna go. I think I'm gonna talk to Melora about the blackout that I had and just kind of see what's going on. See if she can help me figure it out.
Okay. Thera, if you're not doing anything else, we'll go ahead and roll with this
Yeah.
then.
Go ahead.
Arawadwin, how are you talking to Melora? Do you
Just
like are you
praying.
praying? Okay.
Yeah.
You going off on your own somewhere?
Not too far. Like I want to go somewhere where I can have privacy but still see the fire.
So in other words, you excuse yourself so you have to go pee. Do the dude thing.
I mean,
Dude in the wood
I can
things.
say I'm gonna go pray because
Yeah.
it's been a little while.
Yeah. It's been a while.
I'm not trying to hide it.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. So you go off
He
and
does not get in the way.
so you start praying and give me a religion check.
That is a 17.
Okay. All right. With a good few minutes of meditation, we'll say, the noise in the background, the peaceful serenity of the being out in the woods starts coming to a real low, just kind of whisper, and suddenly you feel this warm feeling and a voice in the back of your head, almost like you're thinking it. You ever do this where you're like pray or just start thinking in your head and you hear something?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's that kind of thing where it's like you're not sure if this is just you having thoughts about things or if this is actually a voice, but the voice just says like, what are we doing here? How can I help you? Welcome to McDonald's.
I'll
Go
take
ahead.
a number 3.
Welcome to McMalora.
So,
Pull up to the first window, please.
Yeah,
First
okay,
window.
right.
First window, please. First errata window.
Melora,
Thank you.
what was that? Melora, I know it's been quite some time since we spoke. Something strange happened to me today. I got into a fight, and then I blacked out, and my companion said that my eyes were glowing gold. Is that, have you ever heard of that, or can you maybe, do you have any idea what that could have been?
You get you wait for a while. You don't hear a response, but you get this warm sensation in your stomach, and you almost feel a word, like the sensation, and you feel like this whisper go through the back of your head of just protector.
Interesting. Well, I know recently I took my oath of glory. Could that have anything to do with it, do you think?
You hear nothing.
I guess my Laura's gone to bed.
You hear this.
Okay.
Doo-doo-doo. Welcome to AT&T. Your minutes are running low. If you would like to subscribe for another 50 minutes, please press 1 now.
Melora,
Call is
thank
very
you.
important to us.
Yeah.
Thank you for your guidance, and thank you for your protection. And I go back to Thera.
And before you turn, you just feel a warm sensation, almost like a hand touching you as you go to turn, warming your right shoulder. And it just is comforting, and you get this image in your head of like safe.
Thank you.
She
Cool.
loves you.
Keeps you safe.
It was cute. Thera, what are you doing?
I'm just sharpening my sword and sort of keeping an eye out.
Okay,
Something to do.
I think
Give
it's
me-
sharp.
give me
Oh, yeah.
a perception check.
Okay. That is an 18.
All right, and without issue, before Radowin returns, you hear small snaps of twigs, almost. Okay, even quieter. It would be because you have, I don't know, you're just in tune with being outside. You hear little steps in the snow not far from where you are, and as you turn to acknowledge where it came from, you see you see the eyes. You see two eyes glowing back at you, and eventually, two other sets, standing kind of off a little bit, about maybe 15, 20 feet away from the fire. Dark enough that you can't really make out what it is, but you get the idea that it's low-ish.
Sam? I don't know. What am I looking at? Am I looking at a wolf?
Is that what you said, Sam?
Yeah.
Yeah, you see this, like, the glare kind of go wide-eye a little bit, and then a wolf comes out, emerging, and tackles you and just starts licking you.
Okay. She's laughing, scritching.
The other two slowly, kind of
Okay.
whimpery, just real cautious, start edging their way up to the fire. Radowin, you are just now coming back to see as 3 wolves are approaching Thera, and you don't see Thera because she's hidden from your point of view, but you do see a wolf lunge in that general direction.
Do I recognize this wolf?
Well,
with
she's
my dark
actually
vision?
calling to it. Like, she's saying, Sam, Bam!
Yeah, you would hear this.
Okay.
So it's up to you to how Radowin would perceive it.
Well, I was there when she gave him those names, so I'll go up cautiously, but not like Morningstar at the wedding at the ready or anything.
It was Sam, Dam, and Bam, right?
Something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sam.
Yep. Yeah.
So you found your friends.
Well, they found me. She's going to feed them some rations if
Okay.
she hasn't.
Yeah, they graciously take whatever you're willing to offer.
Okay.
One of
fed
them,
all my rations whenever I was distracted.
Radowin, one of them does come up to you and starts sniffing you, kind of like a dog waiting for a treat. Like sniffing, he's nose in the crotch, doing the whole intrusion thing, like a wolf would, right, folks?
I think about patting the bloody Sildar, just encouraging the wolf. But,
Take this
but
one.
instead, give him my last ration.
Okay. All right. Cool.
Never mind, I have 7 more. So
it graciously accepts, and you are in the company of 3 wolves.
Well, I'll scritch them for a little, and then if they want to, like, lie down for a rest or something.
Give me an animal handling check.
Oh, okay. We'll see if it works now. Let's see. Oh, that's a nice one. 22.
Yeah. They all 3 circle you like a mom, and notice you guys look tired. Radowin, you float off to sleep, and Thera, you weirdly enough, Sam, the alpha-ish one, almost like makes himself a pillow for you, and the other 2 like curl right up with you.
Aw.
And,
Yeah, but we're not supposed to go to sleep yet.
No, it's the end of your.
Oh, the end of our watch.
This is the end of your watch.
Then
So
we would
you're-
have woken the other ones up
Yeah.
and let them know what happened, because
Oh,
three
okay, good
wolves.
thinking.
I don't
Yeah.
want them to be attacked. So yeah.
Yeah,
Just to
we'll
let you
say
know.
there
Our
as
friends
you
are
were
back.
going to bed, you throw a stone and hit Halamir in the head.
Ow.
Yeah, that's for smacking me in the nose earlier.
Hey, you were that was for your own good.
Right. So these are our friends from back in the cave.
Ah, yes.
They found us again.
Are they going to try to eat me when you fall asleep?
No, I'm about to sleep, and it looks like they want to sleep too.
The one, Bam looks at you, Thera, kind of disappointed, like, oh, like we can't eat him.
No.
Oh, and then puts
No
his head,
eating.
nestles his head back in under your arm.
Okay.
Cut
It's very
to
warm.
Adrian and Halamir.
Yes.
So I just pull out my spell book and just start reading to study more spells right now.
Try to read over his shoulder.
Okay.
I see. I just start like hiding the words.
Why are you trying to hide it?
These are secret texts.
They're not secret. It's very simple. I see this spell, Burning Hands. I've seen people do that.
Yeah,
I've seen you do it. It's wizard stuff.
Which you folks won't really understand how to do it.
Well, I don't know how to do it. I don't have the discipline in me. I'm more of a natural person in terms of magic. But I understand. It's quite interesting to read still. You know, this is me trying to bond with you. The bonding, that's like a friendship through common interest, magic, so we can become friends. I've never had a friend before. The ones that I had, they were sons, so I don't think they were real friends.
Okay. Well, what kind of spells do you know then?
I can make us fall softly. You saw that. I can cure people of wounds that they have.
Physical or emotional?
Both. But I inflict emotional wounds more easily than I cure them. I am
Sorry,
what
Jody's
they
cracking
call
up here.
a professional bully. I can make people cry, but also have like pain inside them when I insult them. Is quite entertaining. My brother hated it. He hated it, but he cried.
That is fucked up.
It's okay. He also beats me up. It
And he
did
wonders
physical
why
work.
he doesn't have friends. I have to wonder too.
Why don't Adrian and Sildar get along better?
So yes, you see the scar there? That's my brother. He cut my arm because we had to practice fighting with swords. But he brought a real sword instead of the practice sword, and he cut me. And then I was told that I was too weak and I was no longer allowed to practice sword. But it's okay. I practice other things.
As in?
Insulting people.
There you go. Cool.
What can you do?
I can do a lot of things.
I saw you do fire very much. This is
That's my go-to. It's the
it's
easiest
very
spell.
nice.
It's the easiest and the most destructive. But no, I can make servants appear. I can.
Oh, that's very nice. I like servants. They're quite peaceful. They're also much nicer to you than my family.
Yes, exactly. This is a ghost servant. So if I tell it to do something, it has to do it too.
Oh, you have a ghost friend too? Well,
No.
a man is not a friend, but yes. You talk to ghosts.
I can only one. Do you talk to more than one ghost?
No, just one.
You hear Sildar in his sleep. What's his name? What's the ghost's name?
That's exactly what I was about to ask. Is this a family member of a ghost, or is this just a random dude that just showed up one day?
Well, if I tell you, it's okay. You won't make fun of me or tell people I'm crazy?
I can't make that commitment.
Okay, maybe another time then.
Go ahead. I'll try not to tell.
You promise?
I won't put it on Facebook.
I don't know what Facebook is.
Neither do I.
It sounds very stupid.
I just hear the kids talk about it. I'm on MySpace.
Yes, I also have a blog. Okay, I think to seal the promise, we're supposed to spit in our hands and handshake, but I don't like spit in my hand, so let's just do a normal handshake. Yeah?
Can we do a COVID elbow bump?
That is appropriate as well.
Yeah, let's do a COVID elbow bump there. Boom, done.
Nice.
The ghost. Well, I don't think it's a ghost. I think it's just because she's she doesn't want to be seen by other people because I am the most important person. It's my mother.
So Dad doesn't know anything about this?
I think he did a little bit when I was younger, but I learned not to tell people because then they said I was crazy and they told me, no, this is your mother, but that's not my mother. She's very mean and she does not
So you have a
love
stepmom.
me. Well, I call her the other mother.
Okay. So what about the other mother? Is that real mom or is that just a mom that your dad married?
I don't know. I've only met her maybe twice. Once at my birth, and then that is what they say. I don't remember my birth. And then another time when she saw me at my tournament, but then she was disappointed. She was with my father that day. They were both disappointed.
Asshole. Parents are assholes. Let's put it that way. My parents are assholes.
Well, my real mother is not an asshole. She's a lovely lady.
Yeah, the other
the other
parents.
one, yes.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
So does your ghost talk to you too?
No, I just tell him to go do stuff, and he just angrily nods and goes and does it. Yeah, he's not allowed to talk.
Halamir has a Mr. Meeseeks. Pain in his existence! Resistance is pain! Come on, Halamir! Shake 2 points off your swing!
What other spells can you do? I see you have multiple pages.
Oh, very many. I Blade Ward. Other than Burning Hands, I can still shoot little bolts of fire. They don't do as much though. I can do Shape Water. I can.
So you making water the shape of not water?
I can make it any shape I want it to make. I can freeze it. I can just make it go up instead of down.
That is very useful because you could have water and make ice cube with them to make a delicious cocktail.
Exactly. That's exactly why I learned this spell. Is just for the cocktails.
It's very important.
It's a hell of a Long Island iced tea. Let's put it that way.
One of you give me a roll 20, please.
I got a 9.
9? Okay. For the time that you guys are up, there are no issues. You guys continue to talk, and we will pan over to Radowin. You are asleep.
All of this.
Yeah. Yeah. Thera, you're still sound asleep. Adrian, Halamir, you're both the two of you are carrying on about the various spells and stuff like that you can do, and continue on about whatever else you care to share, Adrian, and Roxanne, if you even want to just kind of like DM Justin something, if you want to, like that you're like continuing to talk back and forth or something, if you guys want to do that, have at it.
I can make friends. Not very long though. They eventually realize that I put a spell on them, and they're very angry. It's a little annoying, but it's useful.
Cut to Radowin sleeping.
Did you have a nightmare?
Yeah. As a matter of fact, Mr. Radowin, the peaceful night you remember going to sleep, it doesn't go as well as you expected. Immediately, you're brought out of your body into this reality that you've never seen before. You're familiar with combat, you're familiar with training, and you've heard stories of battles, but you've never seen this place or anything like it. It looks a lot more dated than the current time you're in. You look down and see nothing but, like, where your hands and arms would be and feet. Nothing but a black pattern of stars and purple and light. And you're just this figure walking amongst this battlefield where there's nothing but dead bodies and soldiers fighting to the death. You start making your way through as you notice there's no imminent danger. And you just see these darker figures starting to kind of win the battlefield and surrounding the remaining, I guess you could say, like, if you were to make a judgment call, the lighter colors the good guys, the darker colors the bad guys. Mm-hmm. You notice where this one individual remaining from the lighter side is down on a knee, and what you would assume from being a short distance, you start closing the gap the more confident you are that you're okay in this scenario. You see the figure standing above in the dark. You can't make out face or armor or any kind of real details, but you notice this glowing pink eyes hovering over top of this body, and you can't make out the person on their knees either. But as the figure is slowly, like time slows down, is taking its sword to execute the one on his knees, you see the other one make a motion. Let me turn this down just a little bit because I feel like it's distracting. So, make a motion, and this just huge beam of light shines down. For people watching, think of it like Thor calling down for... I forget. I just watched like 3 of them back to back.
Asgard, Biofrost.
The Biofrost, the beam, the transport beam. Think of it like that, and just this explosion of light and dust covers the battlefield, and it's enough to even knock you back. And as the dust settles, you see this like 10-foot golden figure in light hovering over top of the standing almost behind the figure on his knees, and it just, with a wave of hands, just boom, the black one, the ones behind, like, of the remaining bad guys, just piece by piece, just eliminated, just to dust. And then it turns to the one with the glowing pink eyes and just grabs him by the head, and just with a ball of energy, just another pulse of explosion of light and energy, and the humanoid figure is dust. And you're standing there, and you feel like, well, I'm okay, so maybe I'm not really here. Maybe this is just a dream. And as that thought runs through your head, you see these glowing golden eyes with this 10-foot tall figure look back at you and just give you this total recognition that, like, I see you. And then your eyes, just everything goes white, and you snap back to reality. You wake up.
Morning.
Okay. Who else is up? Is everybody up at this point?
Yeah, there. I would say if you're, I mean, you're comfy. You got
Oh yeah.
a dog. You got a wolf bed.
Yeah, she's pretty comfy. It's true. But she'd be up. She's used to getting up pretty early.
With the sun.
Yep.
Okay.
Fire is out, and it is now back to morning. The sun is just rising, so it's a beautiful red sky, red with blues and the clouds and stuff like that. The sun is warm enough that it gives you just a natural kind of, not summer or spring, but a warmer in winter of kind of day, like, you know, the day when it like hits 60 and you're like, shit,
Crisp,
yeah,
but warm.
yeah. And then you notice that the snow's starting to melt as the sun slowly starts rising, and you guys are there at your campsite with 3 new canine members of the family.
Gonna have to stay behind when we go into whatever that place is. Phandalin.
Phandalin.
Yeah.
Sam looks at you. Just,
Guys, but I don't think they're going to know what to do with you in a city, and I don't think you're going to like it either.
and just like nibbles at your pant leg.
Scritching.
Well, the cities are, there's not a lot of things to dig in. It smells.
Yeah, you won't
But-
like it at all. I barely like it.
You've been to the city before, Tara?
I've been to this city before.
Ah. Yes, for some reason I didn't peg you as the city type.
I am not usually. I traveled a long way to get to Phandalin. Well,
Well,
Sildar gets up and looks at all of you, and he says, I assume someone made me breakfast, yes?
Radowin's gonna roll his eyes and still looking pretty shaken. Go, well, is everybody ready to head out?
Yeah.
I have had my ration. I am ready to go.
are you all right, Radowin? You look a little pale.
I had a dream.
Did you have a nightmare?
Uh,
Because you didn't look like you had
felt
a
like a
happy
nightmare, but it also felt like a memory.
Interesting.
Very.
And I'm gonna explain to them what I saw.
Sildar stares at you in awe. Just,
Was that the entity that you became then with the gold eyes?
Maybe. I didn't really get a chance to talk to him. I could tell that the celestial recognized me.
Is that your god?
It definitely wasn't Melora.
Yeah, L.O.R.E, your god.
Is it your mother?
No.
Is it your father?
you're just gonna guess down
It
the family
wasn't-
line?
It wasn't anyone that I know.
Your second cousin.
What
twice removed.
about your cousin?
It wasn't anyone that I know, and I think it may have been. While Thera and I were having our watch, I went off and I spoke to Melora, and I asked her about when I blacked out, and she said that I asked her what happened, and she said to me protector. And in the dream, that's what this celestial was doing, was protecting this soldier that was down. So I think I may have been channeling this celestial, but I'm not sure.
But maybe, hear me out. Maybe your god has sent a servant to be there to be your protector. So it's like your personal a demigod.
Maybe. I guess we'll find out.
We'll say you guys have gotten on the carriage and started riding while you're having this conversation. Thera, you would be manning the horses.
Sure.
Radowin.
And the wolves are like keeping pace with us, or?
We'll say Adrian, you're up front with Thera. Even though you're having a conversation, you're interested in your turn. You know, you got your back. Yeah, doing the half turn. Doing the half turn.
I can do two conversation because.
Thanks, Tony. Do the half turn and do the half turn. All right, so yeah, you guys are having this conversation. Give me just one person. Give me a roll 20, please.
Go ahead.
Oof.
15.
Okay. Yeah, no issues. You make. Yeah, I rolled a natural 1, so whatever I was going to do was not going to happen now. You guys close in, and as you have made the turn and go up the hills off to the left, you see closing in the great city of, well, not great city, but the great town of Phandalin approaching.
I'm going to say to Thera, it might be wise to have the wolves go back to the forest before the guards spot them.
Yes, I was going to suggest that. So I will, Thera will get off the wagon and the reins to Adrian and talk to the wolves and basically, suggest, nudge them back into the forest, and she will see them when she returns.
Give me one more animal handling check to see how well this conversation goes.
Yeah, we'll see. Oh, not too bad. 20.
Oh,
not a natural
good.
20, but 20 in total.
Still damn good.
That's pretty good.
It takes a lot of convincing because they were very thorough on you being their new mom. But Sam eventually seems to get the picture without you having to go the old yeller route.
Yeah.
So
I'll be back. I'll see you again.
You actually, Sildar sees this happening and feels a bit of sympathy. Brings his, we'll just say for the hell of it, he had rations, and just says, "Here, maybe they'll enjoy." Maybe they'll listen to you better if you give them this.
If I feed them?
You had food the whole time. You lied about breakfast.
You are a dick.
Oh my gosh!
Don't judge me. I'm the victim here, folks.
All right, let's get to this city real quick. Let's drop this guy off.
All right.
Okay, she's gonna feed the wolves. She will convince them to stay in the forest.
They book it.
Yeah, and she'll see them when she comes.
However, as they're booking it and they crusp the edge of the woods, Sam stops and turns
Aww.
and looks at you.
Aww.
And then you just... and then turns and runs off.
Okay.
Because why not?
Make me feel as bad as possible
Yeah.
about sending them away. Yeah.
Well, if I wanted to, you'd see like something big, like, and they're like, "Bye, Mom. We're off to our first day of school."
Like that rabbit that got released and then got picked up by the hawk.
Yeah,
right?
yeah. That's That's what I was trying to go for. Like some just hill giant comes through like, wolves bad, smash. Like, what? Why? Anyway. So, as you emerge the rutted track from a wooded hillside, and you catch the first glimpse of Phandalin, the town consists of 40 or 50 simple log buildings, some built on old field stone foundations. More old ruins, crumbling stone walls covered in ivy and briars surrounded the newer houses. Well, they surround the newer houses and shops, showing how this may have been a much larger town in centuries past. But most of the newer buildings are set on the sides of the cart track. So, which kind of widens into a muddy main street of sorts, kind of like a cowboy town in like a Midwestern scene. And then it climbs towards a ruined manor house on a hillside at the east side of town. As you approach, you see children playing and messing around, like just, farting around, doing whatever kids do in the streets and on the town green. Some townsfolk are attending to chores, and others are just running errands as in the various shops. Many look up at you as you approach, being that they don't usually have people just coming and going as frequent. It's kind of just the people that are there are kind of there. And but they all return to their normal day business. More of just a kind of acknowledging, making sure it's not danger walking in. No town's guards, no police. There's nothing you see that resembles any sort of heavy protection or concern in this area. It seems more or less just a come-and-go trades town, but big. And as you go by, you notice Sildar actually getting kind of quiet. He looks comforted in a way. And he says to you, "My friends, let us secure lodgings. I'm told the local inn is very quaint."
Sure.
Yeah.
Well, we are in your city, so.
Does Thera know where we should be staying, or has she stayed in that particular inn before?
Has she been to Phandalin?
Yes.
Okay. Then.
This is where she met the fellow who told her.
Yep. Yeah. You don't have to. You don't have to give it away.
Yeah.
You would know the town fairly well, enough that you've kind of like with the way your brain works is like once you've been there, kind of been there, done that kind of thing, where saw it, got the T-shirt, roundabout of everything. If it's plus it's fresh in your head. So
at the same time, she doesn't have fancy tastes, so
right.
She's used to soldier life, right? So
yeah. And so Sildar says to you, what I would recommend doing then is seeking some haven at the Stonehill Inn. Thera, you said you've been here before. You mentioned in brief conversation, I must add, but nevertheless conversation that you probably already know the place. But I figure
is it a small enough town that there's just like the one inn?
No, it's big enough that there's a few.
Okay.
That's why he specifically says the Stonehill.
Does she know what it's like? Like, is it at least clean?
yeah, it's a decent tavern.
Okay.
It's one of the better ones. It's got, and they call it an inn for a reason. There's bed and breakfast and all the good stuff. And he says to you that perhaps it's a good opportunity for us to get acquainted with the town, or at least you folks. I will go seek my contact, and we could possibly build a search of search of this town, looking for any signs of the missing wizard friend or my contact. I have to. It's been a little while. I have to find my contact friend.
Do you live here?
I do not actually. I am from Neverwinter, but I frequent here often.
So, when and how are you going to give us the 50 gold piece to bring you here?
I have to find my contact. He has
Okay.
my payment, and you know what we should do? You
I
have a
will
cart to
follow you.
return, don't you? I gave you that job. We have to get this thing back.
Yes.
So we should probably do that as well, but I need to find... Look, I'm going to put up my fingers here. Find my friend. We need to find someone that knows where the Cragmaw Castle is to find Gundren, and we should probably take care of this cart immediately.
Let's start with the
get
cart.
this cart off of our hands
Tell
first.
me
Yeah.
where you need the cart. I will get us there.
Okay. Alrighty. So he says the Barthen's provisions is where we need to take the stuff.
Is the cart in that direction?
Yep. Okay. And you guys do. If there's nothing else you want to just dive into, then you guys take the cart around the corner, through town, on the other end, on the opposite end. There sits Barthen's provisions.
Halamir, how much gold do you have?
It's a little personal of a question. Let me see here. Hang on.
I'm more looking for a number than a snarky response.
How well do you two know each other?
Let's just say I have plenty of gold.
Good for you.
Make a perception check, everybody.
Ooh, 5.
Oh,
That is a 9.
I am distracted getting the cart where it needs to go. I rolled a 1, which means
Oof.
I get a 3.
Ouch.
Adrian,
7.
what was it?
That's 7.
Okay.
7. None of you realize, as you're pushing the cart up to Barthen's provisions, that Sildar has slipped off.
Okay.
Cheeky bastard.
I thought it got quiet.
It did get very quiet all of a sudden.
I heard that.
We look over, we just see him like just taking a turn, just bolting out.
You never even noticed
Yeah.
when he slipped.
I suppose
I heard
he's
that.
going to
Okay.
pay us. He will return. But that inn that he mentioned was a good suggestion.
Okay, first let's get the money for the cart.
Yes.
Let's offload this cart and then
We're
head to
supposed to
the
get
inn.
10 gold piece each,
Is that what
as
we're
the
supposed to
contact
get?
says.
Okay,
Yep.
did they know I was part of that?
It's okay, you replace the person we lost.
Yeah, you just
Oh.
pretend that you're
Okay.
I can't remember the name. But yes.
Okay.
I'm sure they won't either. I wasn't there when you took on this quest either.
Yes, well,
Yeah.
we also lost another person. The child went back home.
You lose many people in your company?
Well,
Well,
she was
Sure.
Child.
in our defense she was 15 and drunk.
I told her not to drink. Drink is
That
not for
should
children.
have hopefully meant you kept a better eye on her.
Yeah, we arrived to the provision store.
Okay.
As you guys
Don't
walk,
ask too many questions.
you pull the horses up, tie them to the I don't know the word for it, but the little
Post.
thing. Yeah, it works. Tie them
It's
to
a
the
hitch
post.
and post.
That's it.
Hitch.
Hitch and post.
Hitch and post.
Yeah, I had half of it.
So hitch and post or Netflix and chill. You have the horses posted up, and the cart is sitting right outside of Barthen's provisions.
Those are the horses' names, Netflix and chill.
Yeah. There is one that
Anyways.
says like NNC. Not sure what it means. Could be initials. Don't know.
It's not North Carolina.
You notice the provisions is a actual established building itself, so you can enter as you will. And as you all do, there is a old, lean, balding man standing there at the counter. And as you open the door, he looks up and he says, "How may I help you?"
Good day. We were contracted to bring you this cart for 40 gold pieces.
You... Wait a minute, are you, Wait, who are you?
Adrian,
About time somebody
50
recognized
gold
me.
pieces?
My name is Adrian James John Errington. From the Errington. Errington Apples, Errington Forgery, Errington Wheat,
Yeah,
Errington
you get the point.
everything.
It's the Arrington peoples.
Well, I'm Elmer Barthian. I'm the human male shopkeeper here. Why did I say that I was a human male? I don't know. But, hey, here I am. Human male. Take it or leave it. And, I'm the shopkeeper here. I've been here for about 50 years. So what can I help you with? What brings you into the store?
We were told to bring this cart here with supplies.
Before Agent says anything else, I'm gonna pull him back for a second and go, I think we could probably get a little bit more gold off this guy. Just a little bit. Not so much that we bankrupt him, but just a little bit more.
Just 45, 50.
He holds a horn up to his ear. What was that you're saying about gold?
There's gold exchange for
No,
the cart.
we say we're getting old.
Oh. And he looks past you with a blank stare, and he says, Ander, Thistle, start putting stock away. And you turn and see these young, maybe 14, 15-year-old twins, blonde hair, putting stock away in the store. And they're like, ah, and then, like, one kind of kicks one of the things. Barthen just gives him a stern look, and then looks back at you again. Well, hi! I'm Elmer Barthen. What brings you into my store?
Oh yeah, we can easily get 60 these.
That would
give
be
us gold for the supplies.
unscrupulous.
So, and then...
Your bill, you have to pay.
And he's a little confused. Someone should probably let him know that you brought the cart from Gundren. Maybe that might ring a bell.
Oh yeah, from Gundren.
Gundren Rockseeker?
Gundren Rockseeker! Oh, yes! A great old friend of mine. What, you have... Have you brought his cart?
Yes.
Yes, we did.
Well, where's Gundren? Where is the old whippersnapper?
He has been otherwise occupied, and we will eventually he will come and visit you. He was looking forward to it, but he's busy. You know, business is very busy right now.
He looks at you with almost... It's definite suspicion. Almost like his mind's the gears are starting to go now, and he looks at you with that answer, but then, like, as he's, like, piercing into your soul, and you start feeling guilt, like, I should probably tell him the truth. I should probably tell him that Gundren got kidnapped. I should probably... Then he goes, well, that's weird. I guess he'll show up sooner or later.
Exactly. When he comes in, when I see him again, I tell him to come see you. Yes. Okay. So we need the payment now.
And what did he promise you?
65 a head.
That doesn't sound like Gundren.
He was very intoxicated at the tavern.
He owns stock in this business. He wouldn't put me out like that. I call
Well,
malarkey.
You see,
I'm...
there was an added danger fee to the delivery.
He literally hired a child to do this, so it's just. It was
What's
just
wrong?
part of-
He motions to Andrin and Thistle, and he goes, "What's wrong with hiring children?
Well,
At
you
least
see a
these
group,
listen."
there is no child.
I bet if I hired Andrin and Thistle, they would have brought Gundren back.
Brought him back.
There was,
Hey!
lots of danger on the road.
Did you bring Gundren with you?
No,
All right, I'll tell you what. Just make it 50, and we'll be on our way.
it's no. You misunderstood. It's 15 per person. There's 4 of us. The deal was 60 gold piece for all 4 of us.
He tells Thistle, come here. And why does he talk so fast? Thistle brings him the ledger, and he opens the book, and he actually sees a little piece of note that okay. And then what was it? 15 per person?
Yes,
Yeah.
60
No.
gold
Yep.
piece.
So he goes and grabs a box and pulls out a coin pouch and dumps it out, and it is it's all gold, and he counts it, shifts about 30 or 40.
I got 26 for my deception, by the way.
Oh. Didn't realize. He
I figured that's why I rolled for it still, because I'm like, I think he just doesn't actually know the real number.
nope. He slides back 40 and slides you 60 gold, and he says, That Gundren, he's gonna put me out of house and home one day.
Well, you should probably get an accountant to work on your bookkeeping to get better services. I could refer you to people that work with the Eddington, but they are not cheap.
Now that
Wait, so has anyone are we distributing this evenly? That's the idea?
Well, right now I just took the 60 gold, but yes, I will
Okay.
later.
So, okay, hold on. He put it out on the table. I don't know if you just took all of it.
No, he gave the 60 and he slid the 40 back in the bag and put it away.
Adrian, will you give me 5 gold pieces, please?
No, you get 15.
I
Here you go.
I only want 5 right now.
I'll take the 10.
Well, you get 15.
No, that's not what I'm doing here. Hold on just a second.
We'll say, for the sake of brevity, you immediately split out the 30 per person, or 15
It
per
was
person,
15 per person.
and you're all standing there at the counter. You
correct
Okay.
you divide it
The
up.
only thing she wanted to do
Mhm.
was give him back 5 gold pieces. She's going to put it on the table, give him 5 gold pieces. Thank you, sir.
He looks at you and he says, "Well, hi, I'm Elther Barthian, and I'm the storekeeper here."
And she reaches over and she pats his shoulder, and then she leaves.
As you walk out, he
Yeah.
looks at the 3 of you and says, "Have you seen Gundren?" And
No,
then
we just delivered the part. You have to pay us.
I'm out. I'm not playing that game. Ooh, actually,
Thera's done.
yeah,
Thera's out of there.
Before I go, I want to ask.
With her 10 gold pieces.
Yeah.
She's out of there.
okay.
I want to ask Thistle where I can find an armorer.
Okay. Yeah, so Thistle actually walks up to you and he says, "Hey, how may I help you,
I would
sir?"
like to find an armorer.
An armory, okay. Yeah, and he just gives you a name and tells you that it's like 2 blocks straight down. You can't miss it. Listen for the hammer.
Is there perhaps an enchanter here in this town?
Oh no, we ain't got no enchanters here. This is more of a logger's town in mining. You'd be lucky if you found any enchanters or any kind of the magic type here, besides just the eventual wizard passing through.
Armorer it is. Well, thank you. And I go to the follow his directions.
Okay. Halamir, as you turn to leave, you overhear the where the fuck did he go?
That's why I overheard the.
Yep.
Yeah,
I must have scrolled. Okay, so you hear Elmar talking to Thistle and saying something about, well, we have to tell Nundro and Tharden when they get back that their brother hasn't returned. They're camped outside. They're camped somewhere outside of town. But when they get back, we'll have to let them know Gundren hasn't come back. That's what you hear.
I'm gonna come back in and go, does anyone want to join me? I realized I walked out by myself and that was rude.
Well, I'm already out there.
Where are you going?
I'm going to an armorer.
I will accompany you.
Wonderful.
Why don't I arrange for our rooms?
You splitting the party?
Sure.
I don't really have any reason to go to the armor, but I can go to the armor.
I
We
think
can-
it's best if we stick together.
Okay.
History shows Adrian's got PTSD now
PTSD
from
about
splitting the party.
Splitting the party. Okay. Okay.
A very good idea.
I won't aggravate your wounds.
Thank you.
So
Okay.
you guys make it to the armory. There is naturally a dwarf hammering, and actually, yeah, okay. Go ahead. You're there. He's hammering away at a piece of shield. Ting, ting, ting.
Hail and well met.
Yeah. So he stops. He goes, "Oi, what do you want?"
So I have
Oh,
this jacket.
I'm sorry. So, and he puts on like a fake smile that you barely see through the beard, but you can see the hair moving. He goes, and he squints his little eyes and he bows. He's like, "How may I help ye?" Very sarcastic.
All right. So I have this jacket.
You're wearing
and
it, right?
I'd like. No,
Oh,
I had
okay.
it in my pack because I didn't want it to get messed up. I would like to use it as armor if we can do something to reinforce it.
Is this just the jacket you got from the dance off?
Absolutely is.
Nice.
You're pulling.
Absolutely
You pull it out.
Yes.
Okay. His eyes light up, but he doesn't say anything, and he's just standing there like, "That's gonna cost ya."
How much is it going to cost me?
What are you trying to do with it?
Well, is there any way that you can take the chainmail that I have and kind of sew it to the inside of the jacket?
Boy, do you know who you're talking to?
No.
All right. First of all, before I say this, we're gonna say that. Yeah, fuck it. I'm just doing it. I'm going with it.
Just do it. Just do it.
You're talking to Nundro.
Oh shit.
Hey! Nundro Rockseeker, right?
Nundro Rockseeker at your service. The
I'm
greatest
a
armor
rattling
maker in
greenfold.
town.
Well, then it looks like I'm in the right place.
One of
I met
you,
your brother, Gundren.
one of you recall hearing Halamir. Actually, you recall hearing that they were out in the
No
woods.
one, nothing to do.
So that's for you to decide whether or not he's BS. But what were you saying, Radovan?
Oh, I was just gonna say, my companions know your brother Gundren.
Right.
Yeah.
So, how do you know old Gundren?
He paid us to take a card over, but we already did it though.
Oh, the poor bastard paid you first. That doesn't sound like Gundren.
Yeah, we just got paid.
No, that cheap bastard wouldn't pay you if you did
Nah.
bring it back. So, where's Gundren? Where's me brother?
He's still out and about right now. He's with Mr. S.
Who's Mr. S?
Shit, what's his name?
Sildar, the half-elf?
There we go.
Ah, Sildar. That wee numpty. So, what brings you here then? I know you said about the armor. Sure, hand it over. And do you hand it over?
Yeah, I'm gonna hand him the jacket and the chainmail.
Okay. He looks at it. His eyes widen the more he looks at the jacket, and then he looks at the chainmail and gives a stern look like, all right, you give me a day, I can have it done for you in the morning. But it's gonna cost you 40 gold.
40?
Ah! This is a custom piece of work here.
Do you
How often
have
do you
any
get to work
studded
with?
leather?
What?
Do you have any studded leather armor?
Well, let me see. And he goes back, pulls a studded leather piece of armor, brings it to you on a hanger, says, will this do?
I look at it. Does it look like it's a good studded leather?
Oh yeah, it's sharp. Looks fresh.
How much?
I don't know pricing for stuff right now, so we'll do that later. If it's not going to be that expensive.
Basically, I just want to look. Say, I don't know, X gold piece is what you say. Okay. How about you say X gold piece plus his chainmail thing? How about you knock off 10 gold piece
I'll tell you what,
on the
Nundro.
total price?
Okay, so he. Oof, yo, wow! I was going cheap on the making the shit. So studded leather is 45 gold pieces.
I'll tell you what, Nundro. I have this jade frog.
And we're gonna backtrack that the thing is gonna be would be 50 to custom, because you're already using your supplies,
Yeah.
so he's giving you a break. I tell you what, he said 40. He said, "Fuck it, I already fucked up. I normally charge 50 for something outrageous like this, but for you, why not 30 gold pieces, and the studded leather will make it an even 40."
I'll tell you what, Nundro. I recently happened upon this jade frog, and so what I want to do is I want to hold it up, and I want to cast light from my hand that's behind it to make it like sparkle.
Okay, first give me a sleight of hand to hide the fact that you're casting a spell.
That is a 13.
13. Yeah, he sees that immediately. He rolled a 18. It's like, oh, yeah, that's fancy handwork you doing there. Oh, never seen that before. Oh, don't hurt me. Oh, look at my beard. I'm crazy. Oh. So,
I wasn't trying to intimidate. I was showing you how the light goes through the jade.
are you trying to throw this in on the purchase here?
How about an
Can
even
I,
trade?
Can I do a perception check to like appraise it from
Yeah.
where I am?
Yep, sure.
His jade thing.
Yep. Go for it.
That's a 22.
22. Yeah. Okay. So the and Radowin, you would know this as well. The jade statuette of a frog with tiny little golden orbs for eyes. They would go for about 40 gold pieces total. I think I said piece, but I didn't read it right, so it's 40 gold pieces for the whole thing.
Okay.
He's more interested now when he looks at it in the actual gold pieces itself.
Oh, no. Okay, sorry. I see that, and I say, Eredwin, do not give this man this precious sculpture in exchange for that. It is worth so much more than the armor is worth. This is a very precious thing. Trust me, I'm in Errington. I can tell this is worth at least 60 gold piece.
I'm gonna roll an insight check to see if I pick up on what she's putting down.
Okay, go for it.
Holy shit, it's a nat 1.
Oh! Yeah, you're looking at her blank face.
What about him? Do you believe me? Nundra? Do you want me to do a deception?
Fucking A. He rolled a nat 1 too.
Oh my
Yeah.
god.
Yeah,
I think I'm confused when I don't say anything.
He doesn't say... Okay, so Nundra doesn't say anything, but he's looking at you, and then he's looking at Arado in dumb face, and just... He looks back at you with that eye curl, and he goes... 60 gold pieces, eh?
Yes.
Wait, why didn't I do this? Since you're new to my town, I do the jacket, and I give you the leather. You give me that fancy piece, and 20 gold, and we'll call it a day.
I pretend to wait, think about it for a couple seconds, and
Radowin,
yes,
is there one last thing you wanted to say?
A good deal. Eredwin, I think we should go with the deal.
I was, before I have a chance to say this, I was gonna say I only have 10 gold.
It's okay.
But since...
I'll pay the 20 gold for this, and then you give your statue that's worth 60 gold piece, and then we can call it a day.
That sounds like an even trade. All right.
It's a very good business, Nundra.
Yeah, and he says, okay, so, granted he is a total asshole, but this thing is really intriguing him. He says, I'll need that for a down payment, and then you can give me the 20 gold in the morning.
When we pick up his thing, because I can leave with the leather right now.
He puts the thing on the table, the studded leather.
Leather letter, perfect.
Yep.
Sounds good.
Okay. Alright. He takes the object and looks at Halamir, and he just kind of gives his thumb like, you work with some idiots. Like, I just robbed your friends, pretty much. Like, that's the kind of look he gives you. And there you are with your studded leather, your jacket to be made in the morning, and you head to where? The inn?
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Do I know?
Yep.
'Cause
Yeah.
If that's the case, then I'll just.
Yeah, you can.
Or whatever.
Yeah, sure. If you want to roll history check for the heck of it.
Okay.
Just to see how well you remember the streets.
Yeah, that would be a 9. I have a +0.
So you swear as you're navigating the group that it was a left here and then a right by the outdoor shitters.
Okay.
You remember that. But every turn you take, you're just like, guys, I'm sorry. It seems like it yesterday, but wow, here we are again.
Okay.
On your third right turn, you realize you just walked a circle.
Do any of you remember where Sildar told us to find this inn? Because I am blanking.
As you say that, a man spills out from a door, and you hear the wooden door clank. Boom! Guy puking, and as you look, you are standing right next to the tavern itself.
Oh, yeah.
A left, a right, and three rights.
There it is.
So this was it the
Follow
whole time?
Drunks.
That's one of my sayings in life.
What's
Follow
that?
the drunks.
Follow the drunks.
Okay. Yeah.
They know where the party is.
So
yeah, she'll go in and
okay. All right.
I don't know how much our rooms are, but
Let's see if I got it right.
or how many they have.
Yeah. So as you enter, it's a nice, warm cavern. People are. There's no music playing right now. It's it's lunch-ish hour, and you well, you just notice it's not the right music, but whatever. I'm gonna put it back on this. So you're God, brain just went blank. Tavern, and people talking, mingling, waitresses serving food, people having lunch, just having regular banter.
Can we have lunch?
Yeah, the waitress comes up to you as you. She actually pulls 2 chairs up and asks what you'll be having.
Can I have some pineapples?
She looks at you. I can
What is a pineapple?
see what we can do.
Thank you.
I'll have the special, and I'm paying for Adrian. And I gesture to Adrian, who just ordered pineapples at a tavern.
I am hungry.
I will take some venison.
Okay, cowboy.
There has to be deer around there, right?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So venison should work.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure there's more deer than pineapples.
Sorry, that took me forever to get it to. So in the
I'll take the fantasy chicken pot pie.
The chicken pot pie is
Stew.
delicious.
Is there stew?
I guess
yeah,
I'll also have
absolutely.
your other meat.
Yeah, she
And some
says
stew and bread, and that would be good.
she looks at you, Thera, and there's like a look of recognition, but then just kind of shakes it off like, huh. And goes off with everybody's orders. And with that, we are going to end the evening an hour later than usual. So,
Yeah. Hey.
tavern, food, yay.
Full bellies, we get to sleep. We're good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not
In
a
a bed.
No one died.
This is true. Way to go, Redowin. Nobody died. So yeah, I want to thank everybody that tuned in. Anybody watching on YouTube, don't forget you can check us out live on Thursday nights at 7:30 at www.twitch.tv/SlipperySteve. And don't forget to like and subscribe on the YouTube if you're watching that way. I'm Chris Ferguson. You can find me at chrisfergusonvo.com, and I am joined by our awesome team of players, Jody, Tony, Roxanne, and Justin. And with that, we wish you all a farewell. Be good to each other. Be kind. Be awesome. Beat hate with love. And we love you.
Cheers.
Hi, guys.
Bye.
Cheers.